let me ask you this now, and you know, for your boy Floyd Mayweather, he had a top five all-time boxers. You got a top five all-time R&B singers?
Top five?
Top five.
Yeah, I do have a top five. I'm gonna start with my number one. My number one all-time R&B singer. And you know, I have to give it to this guy because he stood the test of time like no other R&B artist I've probably ever seen, and that would be Charlie Wilson.
Okay.
Charlie Wilson is number one. Charlie Wilson to get on the stage right now and burn up 98% of the R&B singers singing right now. Burn a hole.
Right, and he did in two different eras.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. And he up there dancing. He dancing too, okay? He had surgery on his back. He wasn't supposed to be doing nothing, and he on stage with a back brace on, going full out. Like, can't nothing stop me. Charlie Wilson is that guy. Okay? All right.
So Charlie at one.
My number two, and my number two and my number three are kind of a tie, but you know, if I got to put them in order, it would be Babyface. Would be my number two.
All right.
And Babyface was the defining moment for me in R&B, where there was actually music that I could actually sing, because I was a church boy. You know what I mean? And so, you know, for me, if I was going to be able to play anything in the house or listen to it, like, it had to be, you know, of a different type of quality. And Babyface had the most awesome music with the most amazing content, and it was for everybody. You know what I'm saying? The kids could listen to it. The entire family could listen to that music. And I remember being in high school, young kid in high school, and girls would say, "Sing something, Darrell," and I would sing Babyface. I would sing where would you go? I would sing as soon as I get home from work. You know what I'm saying? I would sing Whippoorwill. You know what I mean? Like those were those moments. You know,
for sure.
And then cut to my number three, which would have to be R. Kelly.
Okay.
You know, R. Kelly taught me. He taught me the edge of R&B. You know what I mean? R. Kelly was the singer that came with edge to him. You know what I'm saying? He was the first R&B singer where you didn't know if he was an R&B singer or if he was a drug dealer. You didn't know what was going on. You didn't know if he was a hitman, if it was goons, or what. You know what I mean? And he presented that edge that, you know, that R&B needed, you know what I mean, to compete with everything else that was coming out. You know what I mean? And he kind of helped save the day for us. So, you know, R. Kelly was that guy for me. Okay. Sure. Number four is going to be Marvin Gaye.
Okay. Marvin
Gaye is my number four. You know, I didn't grow up on Marvin Gaye, but, you know, I would listen to old recordings of Marvin Gaye. I would find all the albums. I even bought the Big Band album that, you know, most people don't know about. You know, people don't know that, you know, Marvin really wanted to be Frank Sinatra. Like, he thought Frank Sinatra was the greatest thing ever. And so he recorded a Big Band album that his label didn't really, you know, take too much liking to. But, you know, Marvin Gaye has a moment on a song called Distant Lover on the live recording. And when they were doing the intro and he was talking, and, you know, sometimes, you know, when your heart is lonely, you just feel, and then the distant lover, a girl screamed so crazy at that moment, it gave me chills. You know what I mean? It gave me chills, and I've been searching my whole career for that moment where my song comes on and a woman screams like that woman screamed on Marvin Gaye's Distant Lover live recording. I'm still waiting and searching for that moment. Okay? All right? And if we're going to go to number five, number five is a tough one.
How about Tank at five?
No, not yet.
Okay.
It's too early. It's too early. Tank got a lot more work to do.
All right.
Whole lot more work to do. You know what? I'm probably gonna have to go with Al Green.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna have to go with Al Green because Al Green was going through the same thing that I was going through a lot in my career. You know what I mean? It's the battle of the tricks in the world. You know what I mean? It's trying to figure out where I'm gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Lord, I love you, but ooh, boy, I get out here on this R&B stage and you're gonna start to scream, and Lord, you got to give me some time to figure this out. And Al Green, I mean, of course, his music is just timeless, and he combined. I gotta kind of tie two of those people in for my number 5 on the accent. He's kind of like a Al Green slash Ray.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I gotta throw his thing in there. I gotta throw Ray Charles in there, man, because I mean, just he brought that gospel to the R&B world so crazy. And Al Green, because those guys were both doing the same thing. You know what I mean? They were church boys just like me, but they were just singing from their souls, man. You know what I'm saying? And they kind of gave me the ammunition to say, you know what, I can sing it like I feel it. It may sound spiritual, but that's just because it is. When you're dealing with a woman, it is spiritual. It just is. You know what I'm saying? You got to reach down into the depths of her soul to make her understand what kind of man you are, where you coming from, how solid you are, how much you need her. That's what that is.
No doubt. No doubt. Let me ask you this. I'm looking at your top 5, Charlie Wilson, Babyface, R. Kelly, Marvin Gaye, Al Green / Ray Charles. Ronald Isley.
Mm-hmm.
Nowhere, is he in your top 10 at least, Ronald Isley?
I got to give him, in terms of longevity, he has to be in my top 10. He has to be in my top 10. I can't, if we were doing the top 10, Ron Isley would get in there because, that falsetto thing right there, that's what I do well. You know what I mean? Right. And I stole a lot of licks from that guy right there. I definitely actually did. Yeah.